When did you start calling your mom Linda?
Pretty much as soon as I found out that she murdered my father.
Strong words from one of Linda Stermer's sons, the West Michigan woman who's now facing the possibility of life in prison once again for the murder of her husband. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jessica Hardhorn.
And I'm Andy Dominiani. It is week 3 now in the trial of Linda Stermer. And it began with powerful testimony from her own family members. The Van Buren County woman is looking at life in prison again for the murder of her husband, Todd, in 2007.
And emotions ran high today as Stermer's adult sons testified against her, at one point suggesting that she pressured them to give false testimony during her original trial years ago.
We've been following this story since it happened all those years ago. Our Colin Roos has more.
Linda Stermer's sons were among the last people to see their father Todd alive on January 7th, 2007. They say they knew their parents would be discussing divorce that day, but they never could have imagined the tragedy unfolding hours after they left the house. Trenton and Trevor Stermer took the stand on Tuesday and made it clear from the start how they felt about their mom.
I'm horrified. I was horrified by my mother.
Along with their brother Corey, who testified last week, both remember being asked to leave their home on the morning their father was killed. They each told a similar story of waking up and being rushed out the door to go to the movies by Linda, with Trevor saying he saw his father either sleeping or incapacitated.
She said, was very panicked and said, "Don't disturb your dad, he's sleeping, be quiet."
After arriving back home to find their house on fire, they say their mother never provided clear answers. Trevor says Linda told them to tell insurance agents it was a chimney fire and to downplay how close his parents were to separating. Trenton, the younger child, says he asked her direct questions about what happened, and she would respond by becoming angry or even violent.
Driving once, she, I think, pulled over and started smacking me or something. I'll never forget, she had told me, "Trevor, if you hear him making those accusations, I want you to silence him. You hit him, you do what it takes, you silence him, don't let him say those things."
The defense called its first witnesses on Tuesday, including a friend of the Stermers who babysat for all 5 of her children. She remembers the boards around the fireplace were exposed at the time of the fire, and there were no working smoke detectors installed. However, Trevor says he was sure that the detectors did work and went off on previous occasions. Under cross-examination, Trenton testified that he was depressed and manipulated by his mother at the time of her first trial and may not have given honest answers.
You might have lied under oath.
Potentially.
Both of her sons avoided calling her mom or mother during the trial, instead using her first name and saying they were their father's son.
When did you start calling your mom Linda?
Pretty much as soon as I found out that she murdered my father.
Stermer's defense ended the day by calling a fire expert who says he disputes the work done by the Michigan State Police fire investigator. In Van Buren County, Colin Roos, News Channel 3.